they're so sooted up that
Look how wet it is, eh?
I'm trying to figure out if that's water. Or
Alright, can I make an analysis here? What is all this? Everywhere here, everything here is like wet, and this was my cause of accident. Was this pissed out? Because look at this thing in this hole right here. Like it was trying to get forced out debris that was in there or something. But how did this like get sprayed and is wet and everything right here?
Yeah, you wonder, like.
I know. But this was, you know, I saw a puff of something on this side of the car. You guys say you saw it on that side of the car. It's in the pan, I think. That was in there too.
Take all the turbos and all the cold side, hot side, everything off. Take all the hoses off, intake off, and then we'll see. Hopefully none of that stuff has to come off, but chances are that fuel, probably all that's gonna have to come off, so then you can come forward and then lift out. But guess we'll see.
Back here unloaded. Aydan's been disassembling stuff. Here you can see the damage to passenger fender. What people said about banging it out, changing out. I mean, pretty tough scenario as we go through some of the stuff with you that, like, to get it back together. We are looking for another body. We've got leads on a dozen of them. We actually went and looked at one that was local to us yesterday, and it had been repainted. There was unknown bondo in it.
There was no floor.
There was no rockers.
It's definitely lighter colored.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the same color.
It's not.
We don't care,
This is still, yeah. It's starting to rust a little bit.
this is. Look at these bad doggers.
What is it?
Wing windows.
I saw that on one of the
I
other
don't know.
ones. It was
Keep
listed.
your hatch open that direction there.
That's a fucking good one though. Well, we don't have much to remove on the floor, I can see.
Yeah,
You stomp it out.
I think it's self-removed.
Jack, the bumper.
Oh, look at the floor on that side.
Look at the bumper jack in the back.
Didn't you say it'd be cool if it had rockers, Bob? Here, look. Look through here, Bob.
It don't have any rockers.
No, look through this side. All right, I see your feet, Bob.
15210 in
It's
Bel
not
Air.
Bel Air.
It's not Bel Air.
There you go. It's a 795A is the paint code.
Man, it's got a 265 in there.
283.
It is?
Should be a 283, right?
In 57? 265 probably.
Was it? 8795A.
But it's.
Look at that master cylinder. You got to run that master cylinder, Aydan.
There you go.
And a generator.
Is there a higher-
No, this is your color.
Is it?
795 Larkspur Blue, and that's your color, Larkspur Blue. Take that fender off. Let's
I
take it
wonder
back and
if
match it.
it's been repainted though. It's been repainted. This
Yeah,
probably
'cause
ain't
this
the
is
real
my
color.
That's his color.
Is the door? Oh yeah.
That's, yeah, it's been repainted.
It's been repainted,
That's-
but it's
Because that's my color under there. So it might be a real cool
Yeah.
rusted out boy. If
No.
the paint's off.
It's out.
It's out. Wrong color, you lose.
And all the hoses have to come off. All the wires have to come out. Feed back through the car. Starter has to come off. So took apart, well, took the turbos off, headers off, disconnected all the fuel lines, water lines, oil lines. Now disconnecting all the wiring, getting everything that's in the way for the engine to slide forward out of the way, so that I can hook up the cherry picker, slide the engine forward, take it out. At the back, I don't think we can open that.
Yeah, well, pull the hose, pull the line off the back or whatever and drop it down, and then put air through there, but make sure to put that tight or tape it up tight when you do it, or else you're gonna blow the oil right back at you.
Well, that's just anti-rust.
So, yeah, but something's,
Well, but it's got the, I don't know if we've emptied the tank back there, but it's,
right.
and if we have, you still have it going over the rear end, so like,
But
I mean, we can disconnect that. We lower the car down, we can take that hose off so it can drain out.
yeah, there's a lot of oil in that intercooler too.
Yeah. No, the whole, it was mostly what, the passenger side. It's not as much. It doesn't seem like that much, but I mean, there's definitely oil in there.
Yeah, well, you can see it sitting right there. So, but before you even put the sling on this, I mean, go in and get a pallet from out back and.
Alright, Terry. Hold up.
Hold up, you got some bolts in there.
No, it's the pins. You can't pick up the engine. The pins are in the car.
You got it cracked? Yeah.
Go up a little bit.
There's some jack stands.
The pin on your side stuck.
Yeah,
This
I
one's
see
out.
it.
Want it up or down?
There we go. Back up a little bit.
Back up.
Yeah, that's all you got. Oh. Alright. Alright, up.
Can you go forward yet?
No.
Am I good?
Go forward a little bit.
Backward for you.
Yeah, that way.
More?
A little bit more.
Okay, you can go up
Right.
now. all yours.
Man, I almost got the crane.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
You got a cradle for this, or?
We're putting it on that tear apart stand thing.
Probably from being upside down. Filled up the puke can.
But see, so I was thinking, take one of the AN caps and then make the air thing like go on it, and then you.
Where are you going to spray that into at 150 psi?
Well, I want to go full.
Well, I know you. You'll go full blast, and it'll just be it'll cover the whole back of the building.
Take that back hose off and just let it like, or try to just get a rag and the air hose and just.
Well, that's a lot, because that's filled all the way.
At least to the hose. Like the puke tank wasn't that full.
Beyond there is going to be stuck in them hoses.
Well, but then the hoses go above the rear end.
Because this goes downhill to there.
You hear me?
You hear me?
The hoses go above the rear
I
end.
know.
So then that's the highest point.
I know, but that makes it run to the can or back to the next highest point. So sort of you have a high point there, and then it kind of dips down, and then it goes back up and over the rear end and down to the can. So you need to get this out. I want to see this smashed up thing. Look at this face. It's waxing.
No, but I don't know if it worked. It's definitely hard to get the tires all out. So you suck all the air out of them and it makes it a little bit easier.
If we don't find another body that suits what we want, then we may look at trying to bend this back straight and work on it, but there's a lot of hours that would be invested in trying to get this done. So right now we are looking at rebodying it. You can see that where it creased down here, and a lot of this stuff is split and bent. I know it's a ship box. The goal is we find something to possibly rebody it versus straightening this one out, but we'll see as time goes on. Wheel, Aydan hooked that off there. Transmission is out, and we're actually taking that down to Rosler tomorrow. Driver's side fender is actually pretty good. Headlight damage here. And then the roof rack was not on it when Aydan flipped it, just FYI, because a lot of people are like, man, the roof rack held up so well. Well, the roof rack held up well because it was sitting in the pit area. It wasn't on the car when Aydan had it, or when Aydan flipped it. So, cage-wise is good.
This bar needs replaced, that bar needs replaced.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know
The
that
main
some of those
hoop.
top bars.
The main hoop
But,
has a hole in it.
so, in the hoop bar, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but the front cage bar, so. Either way, everything's got to be gone through. It has to get recerted again because it was an accident. Intercooler radiator, that was all protected, so that's all good. He's got pilot ready to go, but he's actually working on, like I said, cleaning this up. Engine's out. We will get this pulled apart. Soon. Accident, what we believe caused the accident. What do you think caused the accident?
Well, like I said before, I was out of the groove and should have got out of it. Out of it. But judging by the water and the spark plug holes, it definitely lifted ahead.
Yeah, two things. We know there's a lot of I know everything's dirty, but there's a lot of muddy water here and on the top of the hood. Where is the hood at?
I think it's outside.
But on the top of the hood, we do know that, well, we do believe, obviously, that we pressurized the cooling system, that when it lifted the head, breather on here, we believe sprayed water out. It didn't help the situation, whatever way you look at that. We will reroute this to the back. I kind of a, I don't know if you call it an oversight or whatever, but like mine, it routes to the back so that if you do pressurize the system, it's going to blow the water behind the tires, not up front. This, if it sprayed out enough water, this would be underneath the driver's side tire. Also, lifted the head on the passenger side, so we will know when we get that head pulled off. But if water came out there is in the one video a puff of smoke on the passenger side before the accident. So neither of those two things helped the situation. So obviously, I mean, Aydan said his mistakes in it, but then we don't know how much of each item played a part in it. You never know. You just try and learn from it and use the experience to make everything better. But cage-wise, everything up front, this is all perfectly intact, minus the A-arm on the passenger side. Strut broke off, but all this stuff seems to be in line. I mean, we'll put it up on the table to make sure that all that stuff is still straight, but integrity of the chassis is still intact. Fire bottle, we might change those fire bottle locations in the future, because when it slid, as you'll see, because Brian's going to get up on the ladder up above, so he gets that and adds that to this video, but it rubbed a hole through, right? Is there a hole all the way through the fire bottle?
There has to be on the engine compartment one, because it busted the line here. The body came and pinched that line. But the only line that's pressurized is the driver's compartment for the auto set off. So it blew through there on that, but then on both bottles are empty. So the engine compartment one had to have worn through.
But did you look at it above?
I haven't looked.
Did it rub?
But it had to have. That's the only spot it could have. Because the bottle is self-contained.
Right.
It didn't come out through here, and then it got knocked and set off.
We'll get a ladder. Let's see. See where this basically bent over, so. Oh no. I mean, obviously, I mean, go back and forth. The question is, if we straighten this out, we already had the driver's side fender and door that didn't match. We'd be dealing with a hood, a passenger side fender that doesn't match, and that's the thing. I mean, when you're dealing with real patina, like, you kind of need all the body parts so that it all matches, and we already had some mismatched stuff, and that's kind of part of the reason looking for a whole body to rebody it. End of the day, it's probably more work than even straightening this one out, putting a new body on it, but I don't know. Let's see. You see the hole in it? If you can get up there and look?
No.
Oh, yeah. I can't tell if the other one.
Well, that one might have not. It pinched the hole here.
It's definitely got a good grind mark in it. It's crazy. It's through where the bracket and that bottle. Nope, that one's not all the way through.
Didn't leave a line over here.
So, like, I mean, one of those things that we just didn't anticipate putting the bottles there, that those would be the high point in case the car was on its roof, sliding for a half a mile, that it would rub through the bottle. But, anything you need to add?
Nope.
So, like I said, we're taking this, putting this out back for a little while till we get through some of the other stuff in here, and then we figure out if we can find another body for it, or return to the phase of repairing this body. I get that it'll look super cool if we bend it all out, but we might have to take it to I don't even know. So that's what we got for you. That is the wrap video minus the engine for this, but we'll get that pulled down and look at that and go from there. Thanks, guys.